Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. How rising construction costs are shrinking India's affordable housing supply. Affordable housing is an old pillar of the urban policy of India, focused on ensuring that millions of low and middle-income citizens will receive safe, permanent housing. Government programs like the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana PMAY have been aimed at building millions of houses in the past 10 years, and this is an indication that the government is committed to alleviating housing crunches in the country. Nonetheless, there is an emerging challenge that is threatening to cripple such developments, and that is the inflation of construction costs. Forces that are increasing construction costs. Several factors interact together to increase the construction costs in India. A combination of these factors has presented a hard environment to developers who wanted to develop low-cost homes. Any construction project depends on raw materials. Cement, steel, bricks and sand prices in India have been on a steep upward trend in the last 10 years. An example is the fluctuation of demand in the world and restriction of trade in regions, which has influenced the prices of steel and fuel and electricity costs in cement production, respectively. It is a direct result of these price increments to increase the per-unit costs of the developers, especially on large-scale affordable housing projects. Surge in raw material prices. Labor, skills and delivery challenges. The second significant avenue through which total construction costs are increased is labor cost increases. The post-pandemic recovery has seen numerous reports of an upward pressure on construction wages, notably two skilled trades, due to an upsurge in infrastructure projects, a limited flow of migrant labor, and a retention problem. A packed construction market line site and other market intelligence on the construction market showed that skilled worker costs in India had grown by 7 to 8% at some stage, which is a significant contribution when labor may form 20 to 30% or more of build costs in the traditional construction method. Money, subsidies, and affordability of housing. The relationship between construction costs, subsidy design, and access to finance is very important in the affordable housing. Central and state subsidy schemes, such as PMAY subsidies, credit-based subsidy schemes, etc., are generally planned based on a presumed or target unit cost. Once the real costs of input are more than these assumptions, a disparity arises between the cost to construct and the price the target household can pay after subsidy, particularly when lenders and developers seek returns that are unavailable at the subsidy-adjusted price. Evidence of shrinking supply, market indicators, and launches. Several industry monitors and research firms record a significant decline in the proportion of fresh housing releases within the low-end segment during the past few years. Home price indexes of headlines might be recording slight annual gains in the year-on-year prices in certain metro markets, but the composition of new supply has now moved out of the lower prices. According to several analysts, the proportion of affordable launches to overall launches has decreased significantly during the early 2020s, and the proportion of affordable launches in certain intervals fell, as reported by real estate consultancies, to the low teens. Such a change in the composition of supply is a sign that the increase in the prices of inputs and the straining of project economics has a real consequence on what developers are willing to construct. Consequences for households in urban development. In case of low-cost unit supply, households are less capable of having legal and durable shelter options that are available at affordable prices. The direct impact is straining the current rental markets and informal settlements that have low income. The households that could afford buying small flats in affordable price range are now priced out as they are going to rent in precarious places, or they are moving to informal houses where tenure and quality are not guaranteed. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.